Every holiday, my parents used gifts to shame me, so this year I gave them the best gift in front of everyone. For as long as I can remember, Christmas has been a performance orchestrated by my parents. For my brother and sister, Christmas meant piles of expensive presents. One year my brother got a car. For me, the gifts were humiliating. Off-brand socks, thrift store sweaters, self-help books. When I was 16, they gave me a weight loss guide. I remember holding that book while my siblings unwrapped iPhones. The second I turned 18, I started my escape. I took extra shifts, saved and moved out. I stopped going home for Christmas. Eventually, I carved out a life for myself. Over the years, I worked my way up. I made smart investments, built financial stability my parents never managed. They spent money recklessly, flaunting wealth they didn't have. Then a few months ago, I found out the truth. A family friend mentioned pre-foreclosure notices. My parents' names had come up. Their house was about to be taken by the bank, the same house where they had humiliated me every year. I made a decision. I met with a lawyer and positioned myself perfectly. When the foreclosure was official, I placed a winning bid. The house was mine. This year, Christmas would be different. The gathering unfolded like always. The gift exchange started. My brother unwrapped a gaming laptop. My sister gasped over a designer handbag. My parents handed me a package. Inside was a self-help book and a dollar store planner. I smiled, thank you. Then I pulled out my gift for them, a wrapped box tied with a gold ribbon. My parents lit up. They pulled out the stack of papers. Their face shifted from pleased to confused. The color drained. The room went silent. I leaned back. Since the house was going into foreclosure, I stepped in and bought it. So now I own it. The screaming started. They shot up, gripping the papers so tightly they crumpled. How dare you? You're trying to humiliate us. They slammed the papers onto the table. My other parent spoke up. I told you this was going to happen. You never listen. I didn't react. I didn't take it. You lost it. They threw the papers. What do you expect us to do? I expect you to either start paying rent or find another place to live. Christmas was over. My parents stormed upstairs. Over the next days, my parents called my workplace, ranting about my unstable behavior. My boss deleted the message. My parents stayed in the house as if it wasn't legally mine, so I gave them a legal reminder. The eviction notice was delivered. My parents acted like it didn't exist. They went into denial. My brother sent me angry messages, calling me a heartless traitor. I blocked him. I got a letter from a lawyer, a family friend of theirs. The wording was weak. I sent it to my lawyer. He laughed. The final eviction notice was served. 30 days. The eviction deadline was 48 hours away when my parents made their most unhinged move. I got home from work and noticed something was off. My drawers had been rifled through. A box of heirlooms and photos was gone, and my spare keys. I checked my security cam. My parents had let themselves in, taken what they wanted, and left. I called the police. The officers contacted them, warning about formal charges. The next morning, a package showed up. Half my belongings were inside, the rest missing. The report was processed. Eviction day. The police arrived to enforce the removal. When they knocked, my parents refused to answer. Then the screaming started. They sobbed, begged, called me every name. The officers gave them time to collect their things. After they were gone, I walked inside. They had trashed the place. Windows broken, fixtures ripped out, bleach poured onto carpets. I called my lawyer. We filed a property damage lawsuit. Over $20,000. The lawsuit moved fast. My parents walked in looking pitiful. They painted me as the villain, but my lawyer presented the evidence. The judge barely had to deliberate. They were liable and ordered to pay. My parents lost it. They jumped to their feet screaming before storming out. They refused to pay. My lawyer filed for wage garnishment, but since they had no job, we secured a judgment lien against any future asset. After that, I cut all contact.